you could be part of this. 25 amazing inventions thought up by British businesses are being launched at a conference at Manchester Central. And one of them is by our next guest, Martin de Heever from Ethos VO, who has developed, Martin, a real-time car parking detection system. What is this? So this is nothing to do with how you drive your car. We talked about car problems this morning, Martin. This is about finding a car spot, is it?
Yeah, well, good morning. So what this is really all about is being able to choose and know where you're going to park before you leave home. So we've got sensors, about 200,000 spaces across the UK where we actually know whether there's a car parked in them or not. And we also know tariff information about car parks. And so basically before you leave, you can select where you're going to park, know what it's going to cost, know how long it will take you to walk from that spot to where you're actually going, and then we then navigate you all the way there. And then whilst you're on your journey, if that spot changes or there's a better parking available, we'll re-navigate you to that location fully automatically.
This sounds very clever and one step on from sort of, a mapping and sat-nav device, Martin, but what if you choose your space and then someone parks in it during your journey?
Well, we know that because we've got sensors in the spaces, so we know that when that space fills up, we know where the other ones are. If that one's filled, we know where the nearest one is, so we can send you there instead. So that's the advantage of having it all.
Tesco's, Martin, you're in the car park and you think, oh, somebody's just pulling out there, and you think, oh, great, that's going to be my spot, and you approach it, and then somebody nips in at the last minute. Oh, you'd be peeved if you'd found if you'd gone all the way to this parking space, and at the last second somebody nicked it.
Oh, you would. Well, that happens. I mean, you can't change human nature, but the technology can really help you to find an alternative, and maybe having to fight for that last space a little bit less important, because of course you can look at the system and just find another one nearby. So, maybe it will help to reduce the odd road rage incident as well.
Martin, what response have you had from the industry then?
Very good. So we're working with a lot of local authorities now. So we've connected up a lot of existing car park systems that they've had in place for years, but have just not put on the internet. So we've got spaces for about 200,000 across the UK. We're actually launching this also in New Delhi next week during Theresa May's trade mission to India.
Blimey neck. I mean, traffic in India, I've been seeing the problems they have in Delhi on the telly, Martin. It's madness over there.
Oh, it is, yeah. And of course, India is going to be the most populous country by 2050 as well. 1.7 billion people. So, and of course, a lot of those people would love to have their own cars. That's what it's like to developing countries. People, that's one of the things they want. They want a nice mobile phone. They want a nice car, and they want somewhere to park it. So
seriously, being considered by the business people that are in India on how to sort the traffic out in Delhi?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've already proposed a system for Hyderabad in India. So there's a lot of opportunities globally for this, and it's a very British innovation. The project that we're running is supported by Innovate UK, which is a UK government funding body, and they've been very helpful in supporting this project, and we hopefully will be exporting this all around the world. So
I just wonder what transport bosses are thinking. Surely a little bit uncomfortable for some of them with a device that is going to make driving in the city appear easier. Because I'm just wondering, it's going to add to the congestion if more people are encouraged to use their own cars.
Well, the thing is, I think we understand that we love our cars, but we have almost a duty, I think, to make the impact of actually using our cars as low as possible. But if you can choose a space before you leave home, you can drive straight to it, which means you're not cruising around looking for parking. And also, there's an air quality issue. If you're driving around town cruising looking for a space, your car's not very efficient, and therefore sometimes produces more pollution. So the idea really is that actually, if you're going to use a private car, and there are 29 million private cars in the UK, let's try and make its impact as low as possible. So let's use apps like this and help us to to make our journey a little bit more sustainable, and also save us some time and some money. So.
All right, interesting. Martin, thank you very much for coming on. Martin de Heever from Ethos.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Martin. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.